We talked about golf. The Masters, one of those properties on CBS, but the Masters is also picking up a new media partner. They're going to be going on Prime Video. How is that going to work?
Yeah, let's first start out. We reported exclusively last year that Andy Jassy, the CEO of Amazon, became a new member at Augusta National last year. So easy to kind of put the puzzle pieces there together. Not sure if Jeff Bezos is a golfer or not, but yeah, Amazon Prime Video picking up rights to the Masters Thursday, Friday coverage 1 to 3, leading into that ESPN window, which runs, I think, 3 to like 7 or 7:30. It's just another example of Augusta National evolving and giving golf fans a little bit more. I mean, if you go back 30 years ago, right, you're barely able to see 9 holes of the Masters. And that's what created so much allure around it. We've heard Brian Rolap, new PGA Tour CEO, talk about scarcity. That's what makes the Masters so great, is that scarcity around it. Well, you're starting to see less of that scarcity during tournament week, at least, with Amazon now picking up these rights for Thursday, Friday. That takes the Masters total television hours to 27 hours per tournament starting in 2026. That's up 50% from just 18 hours just 2 years ago. We saw last year CBS added an extra hour on Saturday for coverage. Paramount Plus picked up a couple hours, and now you add an Amazon Prime. And so really from 1 o'clock on the weekdays, and then from 2 o'clock on the weekend days, you're going to have full-on coverage. I will say this Amazon coverage is not going to preclude anything. You'll still be able to watch everything on masters.com. Not sure yet what that Amazon coverage will look like from a production standpoint. I feel like it'll probably be similar to how ESPN's telecasts around the Masters are produced. They still have a lot of the CBS talent produced by CBS.
And Prime hasn't done a lot of golf, period. This has been one of their first golf properties, right?
This is their first golf property. So I would anticipate it probably being produced by CBS. Don't know that yet, but I would imagine the folks at Augusta National like consistency. And so though they will have a new media partner, I would imagine that broadcast will look very similar, and wouldn't expect them to go too crazy on a bunch of bells and whistles and different personalities around that.
Like the NFL and Netflix, Amazon grabbing the Masters. If you're going to start with golf, go big or go home, I suppose. You talk about scarcity. It's just one event a year. And I know there have been a lot of hours added to the event, but it just being 4 days of coverage, I think they can get away with adding these extra partners, adding these hours of coverage, because it is just one, and it is the biggest golf event of the year. Fans want to be able to watch it. Fans around the world. I mean, how many people do you know, Josh, that are just like, don't bother me on Masters weekend. I'm going to be sitting in front of the TV watching more golf than I care to publicly disclose.
Yeah, they could add coverage starting at 8 a.m. when the balls are in the air on Thursday, and it still would be very scarce. Even going back to last year, like, it's still kind of crazy to me that with the amount of tonnage around the other major championships, you know, you can watch the Open Championship literally from 6 a.m. until about 5 p.m. And so it's a little bit bizarre to me that with some of the Masters coverage, you can't see a player until he's reached the featured group coverage on the 4th and 5th holes or something like that. So it is good to see Augusta National moving the ball down the field a little bit more every year. We see this, as mentioned last year, with the additional hours. And it's interesting too to see the way they've kind of chopped up these rights to, you've already got CBS, you've got ESPN, now you add an Amazon, and you've got Golf Channel carrying the Drive, Chip, and Putt event the week before, and the Augusta National Women's Amateur as well. So it's interesting to see Augusta kind of putting up this product to share with a bunch of different rights holders.
Austin Karp here. If you enjoyed this, you can check out the entire conversation and the latest in sports media business by subscribing to the SBJ Sports Media Podcast, wherever you get your favorite podcasts.